It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins' athletic corner, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Dolphins and the Patriots, and it's coming right up on EA Sports. It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Sorry if there was a wait there. I was using the restroom while the intro was going.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's
Off
go.
we go from South Florida. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
When we had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike, it almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
They'll try it again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
One knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got Douglas going deep. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down. Here's May. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, it's going to be a hard team to beat.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down. On the ground is H.A. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
This one complete to Jordan. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Tua gonna give it to Achane. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. Here's Tagovailoa. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, here's Tua. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Achane. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That touchdown, number 19 on the year. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Throwing on 3rd down is May. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there.
44, ready.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achan. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now it's Tua, sending it deep for Waddle. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Here's Tungo Vailoa. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way. On first and second down, Mike, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on.
A hit, and he has lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. So, they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Tua. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On third down, they go with Wright. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Tua going to give this to Wright. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Back on the ground and back to Wright. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Wright, touchdown Dolphins. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Brown now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They're staring at a deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is May. He's got Douglas going deep. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. Now May. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Christian Benford brings him down. Second down and 8. May gonna look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down. Throwing now is May. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Here's Bryce Behringer now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. On the handoff, this is Achane. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal. Throwing is Tua. That is caught, and he's in. Jalen Waddle, touchdown Miami. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's May. That'll be batted down and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is May. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. On play action, here's May. And that is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On comes the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in the first half. Already 7 catches, and we've yet to hit halftime. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Tua. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Divine Diablo there to make the play. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins extend the lead to 24-0.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And they're at halftime with the Steelers out in front. The Steelers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Christian Watson, a touchdown reception. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
First half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
44, ready.
Here's Achane. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They send a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. There's that man again, another catch. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
Where the fuck was he throwing that ball? Thank you. Like, you're like kidding me? My routes and shit too. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Automatic first down.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got his big tight end, Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The extra point by Sanders is good. Dolphins move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left in the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's May. This one taken in by Chenault. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Stevenson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Stevenson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. To throw now, May has completed to Douglas. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. May gonna look to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Pats cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, this is right. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run again with right. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll run with right. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Here's 2. Open man, Malik Washington. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. A shotgun handoff to right. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. A carry here for right. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Head up, this is right. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On first down, Tagovailoa. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Tua, gonna give it to Achane. And the Dolphins are gonna have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Achane. Good blocking, and he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route roll.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That is incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. They'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the give, it's right. Yards are hard to come by there. We'll work it down to the 37-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. A give here to Wright. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Howell. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they'll move this. Down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He is in. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins stretch things out even further. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. A return now from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also...
That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Now it's Howe. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. That'll be caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. May to throw on nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Interesting play call there, Mike. I actually like it. 2nd and inches, I don't blame him. Go for a shot. See if you can get something downfield through the air, and if not, it's still 3rd and inches. But what you don't account for is taking a sack. You can't lose that much yardage, and this now changes everything here on 3rd down. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room, he'll be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Devon Achad ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And a win here would be number 12 on the season. This is going to be a dangerous matchup for anyone this postseason. Back to work now, though. It's 1st and 10. Back on the ground and back to right. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is May. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now, May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. That's taken in at the 50. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Up. It's a win for the Dolphins, and it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.